27-24 in Ott. Baltimore, AP, Connor Barth kicked a 40-yard field goal with 2:08 left in overtime, and the Chicago Bears used a 167-yard rushing effort by Jordan Howard to beat the Baltimore Ravens 27-24 on Sunday. The Bears, 2-4, blew a 14-point lead in the second half before coming through in overtime behind Howard, whose 53-yard run put Chicago at the Baltimore 40. After rookie Mitchell Trubisky completed an 18-yard pass to Kendall Wright, Barth delivered the game winner. Making his first career start on the road, Trubisky directed a conservative game plan that leaned heavily on the run. The first-round draft pick completed 8 of 16 passes for 113 yards and a touchdown. Howard had 36 carries and the Bears gained 231 yards on 54 attempts. Baltimore, 3-3, trailed 17-3 in the third quarter and 24-16 late in regulation before using 2 long kick returns to get back in the game. Bobby Rainey took a kickoff 96 yards for a score to begin the comeback, and Michael Campanaro brought back a punt 77 yards for a touchdown with 1:37 remaining. The 2-point conversion was successful, setting up overtime. The Ravens weren't the only ones to capitalize on big plays. Chicago used a halfback pass from Tarek Cohen to Zach Miller for a first-half score, and Adrian Amos returned an interception 90 yards for a touchdown for a 24-13 lead with 5:08 left. Baltimore was in position for the go-ahead score when Amos got his first career interception on a pass that bounced off the chest of receiver Chris Moore, who was covered tightly by Kyle Fuller. Chicago forced 3 turnovers and frustrated quarterback Joe Flacco throughout the afternoon. Operating without injured receivers Jeremy Maclin, inactive, and Breshad Perriman, second-quarter concussion, Flacco went 24 for 41 for 180 yards with 2 interceptions. Trubisky put Chicago ahead 17-3 in the third quarter with an on-the-run, 27-yard touchdown pass to tight end Deion Sims, who outfought Tony Jefferson for the ball in the end zone. That put the Ravens in a precarious position, especially with a struggling offense. Rainey alleviated the pressure by taking the ensuing kickoff for a touchdown. Rainey popped to his feet after being tripped by a teammate, broke right and went the distance. The Ravens were coming off a 30-17 win in Oakland in which they did not commit a turnover, didn't allow a sack and were penalized only once. In this one, Baltimore gave the ball away twice, permitted 2 sacks and was flagged 5 times, in the first half. Injuries. Bears, DB Sherrick McManus left with a hamstring injury, RB Benny Cunningham left with a hamstring injury. Ravens, Max Williams hurt his ankle while losing a fumble and did not return. Perriman received a concussion on a play that Bryce Callahan had Chicago's first INT of the season. Up next. Bears, host Panthers, who will have a few extra days rest after playing on Thursday night. Ravens, face the Vikings on the road for the first time since 2009. For more NFL coverage, www.pro32.app.org and www.twitter.com weblink.